Hello, and welcome back to Live and Ascend. There are typically 6 phases in the foreclosure process, and the exact steps vary state by state. This video will share underlying information that you may not be aware of. Let's begin. Before a home is foreclosed on, owners are given 30 days to fulfill their mortgage obligations. But is that true? Let's examine the 6 phases of losing your home. The first phase, payment default. Payment default occurs when a borrower has missed at least one mortgage payment. After missing the first payment, the lender may or may not reach out to you to inform you of that. Typically, mortgage payments are due on the first day of each month, and many lenders offer a grace period until the 15th of the month. After that, the lender may charge a late payment fee with your next month's payment invoice. After the second month of missed payments, the lender will contact you via telephone. However, at this point, the lender may be still willing to work with you to make arrangements in order to catch up on your missed payments. You need to understand that the lender doesn't want your home. They want your continued payments, which in turn help them grow financially because of the interest payments that encapsulate it. The business of debt is very profitable, and lending institutions are in business to make money, not to lose it. Let's continue. Once you go 3 months without making a payment, the lender generally sends a demand letter or notice to accelerate, stating the amount that is delinquent and that you have 30 days to bring your monthly payment current. This is the critical time that a decision must be made by you, the borrower. Your mortgage is in default, and a mortgage in default can have 3 outcomes: return to good standing, be modified, or the property is repossessed or sold via foreclosure or voluntary surrender. Return to good standings means that you pay off all the missing payments and the late payments and interest that has occurred. Just in case you are wondering, yes, your credit report will show these late and missing payments. A loan modification is the process of modifying your current terms and conditions of the loan. It doesn't pay off your existing loan and replaces it. A modification is not the same as a refi or loan refinancing, which pays off your current mortgage and replaces it with a new one. Foreclosure, as we know, when your home is taken away. Phase 2, notice of default. A notice of default, NOD, is sent after the 4th month of missed payments, which is technically 90 days past due. This public notice gives the borrower another 30 days to remedy the past due payments before formally starting the foreclosure process. If you are paying close attention, that is a total of 120 days to get your mortgage under control or to call and make payment arrangements in order to keep your home. One of the very popular arrangements allow you to put some or all of your missed payments towards the end of your mortgage term. You need to know that most lenders will not send a notice of default until the borrower is 90 days past due, 3 consecutive missed payments. Thus, many times a borrower can fall behind a month or 2 without facing foreclosure, and the cycle repeats itself. If you are behind a month or 3, federal law prohibits a lender from starting foreclosure until the borrower is more than 120 days past due. Phase 3, notice of trustee sale. Depending on the state, the process for initiating foreclosure is different. In many states, non-judicial foreclosures can be done that only requires filing paperwork with the necessary court to start the process. With this, the foreclosure process can move rather quickly. Other states have judicial foreclosures, which require court approval for each step, meaning the process takes a bit longer. In turn, give you more time to stay in your home. Here's some insider information. What you are not told is that based on the amount of equity you have created in your home and its current value, the judge may rule that you get to stay there freely up to 1 year before being evicted. At this time, the lending company and its legal trustee will try to have you turn your key in and walk away from the property without going through a formal eviction. That is called surrendering. The choice to do so is yours, and the judge will not order this unless a formal eviction has been approved by the courts. Let's continue. Once forms are filed with the court or necessary approval is met, the lender's attorney or foreclosure trustee will schedule a sale of the property. A notice of trustee sale, also known as a notice of sale, is then recorded in the county where the property is located, stating the specific time and location for the sale, as well as the minimum opening bid for the property. The lender must also generally advertise the property via newspaper ad, signs, etc. in the weeks before the auction, indicating that the property will be available at public auction. The time from the notice of demand to the auction date varies by state, but can be as quick as 1 to 3 months. Up until the date of the auction, you, the borrower, can still make payments arrangements or pay the amount due, including attorney fees incurred by the lender, which covers all the fees the lender incurred to start the foreclosure process. Phase 4, trustee sale. The property is now placed for public auction and will be awarded to the highest bidder who meets all the requirements. The lender or firm representing the lender will calculate an opening bid based on the value of the outstanding loan and any liens, unpaid taxes, and costs associated with the sale. At this point, you are not allowed to bid on your own property, but you may attend the auction. I'll let you think about that for a moment. Let's continue. When a foreclosed property is purchased, it is up to that buyer to say how long the previous owners may stay in their former home. Once the highest bidder has been confirmed and the sale is completed, a trustee deed upon sale will be provided to the winning bidder. The property is then owned by the purchaser, who is entitled to immediate possession based on your state's eviction law. Phase 5. Real estate owned, REO. The lender will set a minimum bid, which takes into account the appraised value of the property, the remaining amount due on the mortgage, any other liens, and attorney fees. If the property is not sold during the public auction, the lender will become the owner and attempt to sell the property through a broker or with the assistance of a real estate-owned REO asset manager. These properties are often referred to as bank-owned, and the lender may remove some of the liens and other expenses in order to attempt to make the property more attractive. This is another point in time that your property can be strategically purchased. Phase 6. Eviction. As soon as the auction ends and the new owner is named, the borrowers are issued an order to evacuate if they are still living in the property. This eviction notice demands that any person living in the house vacates the premises immediately. I will make another video detailing how folks will come out the woods to separate you from your home and what you need to do to protect yourself during that time. I hope this video helped. Take care.